broad that's running around bragging about getting raw dog, that little old ain't nothing but a cum bucket. I said, no, she a disgusting little old mother. Yeah, I hate her. Yeah, that's, she's delivering a war spirit amongst young girls.
I despise her. She is fostering a sense of camaraderie among young girls. Charleston White is that Tio leaked what appears to be Sexyy Red's STD medical record as evidence, and even mentioned rappers he claims were made public. Nor are their names arbitrary. They are heavyweights. Some of the most well-known hip-hop artists whose names are enough to make you smile. Here's the catch, though. Charleston didn't simply criticize her. She raps about crazy sexual conduct, which he directly linked to her being a polluted lady. Social media went bananas as soon as those receipts appeared on that timeline. Joining the dots. Fans are blaming every artist she has been connected to, so it's not just a casual jab at you all anymore. The fallout from this disclosure has been more bizarre than anyone could have predicted, ranging from club sightings to Instagram images to baby daddy issues. And believe me, you will be astounded by the list of names that Charleston White revealed. I cherish you. You are everything to me. It appears that she may have been having affairs with people other than Drake. Charleston White doesn't hold back, as everyone now knows. However, he went into full violent mode this time. Don't be sassy. Asserting that her sexual conduct is blatantly careless. Even shared a close-up picture of her wearing what appears to be like a red spot on her lips. With the remark, "I haven't lied yet. Continue to F raw and eat that brown booty hole." A booty hole brown, thug-owned, and out of town. He is essentially implying that Sexyy Red has an STD and linking it to the sexual behaviors. The ones that have made her famous are the ones she raps about. You see? It's not just you all either. Her thing is going to hold on to a bacterial infection, White said. Graphically, "It's not just you," he said. "I take it that ninjas don't even clean their nuts. And you're out here allowing everyone to mistreat you." Uchi is going to get a little wacky. Of course, he's crazy. So you had to hear what he said for yourself.
Not only that, that mother don't keep a bacterial infection. Don't wash their nuts consistently for you to let everybody raw dog you. And that gonna be a little funky.
And Charleston wasn't merely making fun of her for influence anymore. He went and revealed what appears to be her STD medical history because he was pointing out the serious dangers that her sexual history could provide. Report, and the drama escalated because of things like these. Got people talking on social media and making connections about all the rappers and lovers she might be seeing, being connected to. So, how about we go through the list? Because she was thudding around with her, 'twas the Gucci third leg that was truly insane. For that reason, White's accusations are excessively harsh. A former lover accused Gucci's third leg of giving her herpes. It seems like he was aware of it at the time. And that alone threw social media into disarray. Even stranger is the man's assertion that he had sex with more than 3,000 women. 3,000 of you. When you also consider that he collaborates with producers of sexual content, it becomes clear why people began to make connections between them. At one point, Sexyy Red and Gucci third leg were connected. Furthermore, it's easy to understand why people began to speculate about her sexual activity and the possibility that she contracted an infection. Sexyy even leaped on the two rage about all the rumors. Use Instagram.
Why every time y'all see me with a nigga, y'all think I'm f***ing him? Like, can I just chill? Can I hang out? God, I'm a grown-ass gangster superhero. Leave me alone.
Expressing her displeasure with the persistent rumors that her buttocks hole is brown. However, the remarks continued to flow. People already believed they knew where it came from. I mean, she got it from Gucci third leg. One person even wrote. Charleston began releasing her purported STD medical reports at that point. It all clicked at once. It's accurate. The exposure chain begins with her and doesn't end there. Drag was next on the list. As everyone is aware, he was seen sitting on the couch with a red-haired rapper at a club, getting extremely close to her and even kissing her on the cheek. I recently met Sexyy Red, my rifle wife. Red uploaded the photo after Drake captioned it, saying, "I'm your favorite rapper." And, you know, it wasn't just the club. On numerous occasions, they have been spotted together, acting as far more than just pals. Which explains why White's claims are so compelling. However, Drake isn't the only well-known figure. Wait the announcement of White's next target. On the roster, the issue is just going to grow worse. Yes, Chief Keef's turn now. Sexyy Red had made it apparent that she and Keef were more than just friends. And the fact that there is still no formal term for it made things even more bizarre. It's real. My people are that. My dog is that. She stated, "I don't have too many homeboys I can sit on the phone with. I'm not even claiming that he's my homeboy because I have no idea what he's up to. Although we like one another, we may take a seat at the phone. We can pretend to have known each other for years just by being in the same vicinity. Yes, we do like one another. My ninja is that. That might be my third baby daddy," she even joked. She even made disparaging remarks about King Von's sister, Kayla B, over Keith, as if that weren't dramatic enough. Demonstrating once again that there was a relationship between them. But it's simple to understand why they raise questions when you connect the dots to White's assertions. If given the veracity of Red's purported STD complaint, Keith might have also been exposed if they were that close. White isn't just spouting names because of this, he is demonstrating a chain, a cascade of events that could affect other individuals inside her social circle. And White adds another name to the mix just when you thought it couldn't get any messier. We still don't know the answer. Now, Sexyy Red posted a picture of the Asiaton-named men sleeping in bed with her on Instagram. She just displayed their feet, but you can see that he's rocking and indicating that he is under home arrest by wearing an ankle brace. She reiterated her stance in the post, writing, "I like effing with drillers, redhead killers." However, this is where White's claims come into play, as he revealed Sexyy Red's purported STD report along with every name, personal time, and close relationship. It suddenly takes on a whole new significance when she publishes it publicly. The anonymous individual can be an additional link in the chain. Someone White has been implying could be revealed or involved in a cascade of events. Fans are already putting the pieces together. Additionally, similar to Drake and Chief, this anonymous individual, Keef, adds yet another level of intrigue to the already growing drama. However, Aiden Ross is another name purportedly on White's list. "Yes, everyone. I want to announce something, but I don't know if I should say it," he said, candidly admitting to having slept with Sexyy Red. "Yes, I had Sexyy Red. It was good. It was excellent. She was acting more like the boss." He didn't stop there, though. Ross even acknowledged using a hot sex tape. "The reason I hit her up was because I jerked off to it. I'm being sincere." Oh, how disgusting. Naturally, Sexyy Red had to respond once the video went viral, and she didn't hold back. "I took your virginity because you paid me to do so. That's all." Next, in one post, she responded in jest, "Sitch, you couldn't touch me with a stick," said another tweet. You can see the pattern when you connect this to White's purported STD report. Every time she makes a claim, hooks up, or publicly links to someone, it makes one wonder who might have been revealed. White's list is no longer merely startling with names like Drake, Chief Keef, and now Aiden Ross. It makes you question whether this chain is larger than anyone thinking, and who knows what the next name might be. And Ray J fanned the flames just when it seemed the list could not get much wilder. On his live stream on Twitch, He said that during a flight, he and Sexyy had shared a bed. Hot Red even to be saying we slept on the plane together. I said hi and kept it pushing, he claimed, denying it. Are you cool? She stated unequivocally. That none of the rumors were true. Here's the problem though. She's being honest. Why even did Ray J's name appear on Charleston's list? Denial doesn't dispel suspicion, which is why fans continue to investigate that question alone. However, this is when things start to get pretty nasty. Most likely, you were aware of the gossip circulating around Honcho and Sexyy Red. It began with the surprise appearance of her love interest in the song video. She then went on to post fresh Instagram photos with lines that completely matched the lyrics, giving people the impression that it wasn't simply acting and that it might actually be true. This is when things get wild. When viewed through the prism of people began making connections between Cross and White's accusations of sexually transmitted diseases. And let's be honest for a moment. If Honcho was actually playing with her, even in a casual way, it might put him in the same circle that White is implying. As soon as these tales of sexually transmitted diseases and previous relationships begin stacking, people no longer regard it as idle rumors. It becomes sticky and begins to resemble a pattern. Because it wasn't only about the other rappers, the focus changed when Dwight released that alleged medical report. It's reasonable to wonder, if Hunch was already involved, people are betting that I'll be the next to go viral because Charleston's list is still circulating around mine. Just when you thought it couldn't get any stranger, Charleston White isn't the only one revealing identities. Sexyy Red was accused by even her own baby daddy of burning rappers and removing what appeared to documentation to support it as well. Where is the source of all this paperwork? This is when things get wild. He eventually changed his mind and said he never saw it. And for that reason alone, Charleston White's purported medical report had a greater impact. They made sure she wasn't just another resentful ex. Red didn't immediately respond when he inquired throughout the call when he was going to keep it gangster. He made it quite evident that even if the virus is inactive in this instance, herpes persists. To demonstrate that, he wasn't merely speaking. He even produced documents demonstrating that there were no active detected at the moment it appeared. Then he went all out, stating, "Your favorite rapper said she was burning. Everyone is being burned." That note. Side P requires strength. I'm weak, and it's not for the weak. Recall that you initiated this. Here's the twist though. He later took a step back, claimed that he never truly contracted the STI, and even provided evidence to exonerate himself. The bizarre element though, is that her baby daddy's coming out makes you pause and consider all the times she was connected to rappers. Even if White's list suddenly becomes much more plausible when STDs are mentioned, even though some of it was just hanging out, you begin to visualize the cascading impact. One hookup in this place and one there, and it's crazy to consider who could be involved in all of this. Get this, though, Sexyy Red has publicly acknowledged that she has an STI. Online, she even jumped about it. "It's gone now, mother. I didn't take my meds," is the caption for a viral photo you posted of a fan outside the emergency room with dollar bills spelling, "I want the STD." You guys, that's classic Sexyy. Making a joke out of controversy. She continued after that. With lip gloss titles like Gorhea and Yellow Discharge, her own brand contributed to the same perception. Thus, when the medical report was dropped, nobody laughed. They claimed that sexism was more than just jokes and that the STDs were a part of her brand. She once disclosed that she has chlamydia. Twice, she described how she and her partner split up, played around, and then reconciled when they both realized something didn't smell right. "What the F is that smell?" both of us exclaimed. They saw a doctor, but they were never told who it was from. Compare that to White's purported report, the rapper with whom she had been associated. and even the charges made against her baby daddy. You can see why people are making connections, and White's list seems much more authentic with that kind of background. And if you believed Charleston White was just making fun of him, rethink your thought. I assume that all of you are familiar with Lord Jamar. He also pursued Sexyy. He didn't hold back either. He immediately responded. Sexyy Red looks like the type of girl back in the day you walk in the room and sniff and be like, it seems like someone was effing in here. In this place?
You know, Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was f***ing in here.
It didn't end there either. Yamar went on. I watched the video where she acknowledged her own feces was foul-smelling.
And what's crazy is I seen a video, I seen a video where she said her own was stinking.
She said that, but I thought to myself, she looked like it get hot. Like it get funky in whatever room she in.
But I said to myself, she looked like it get hot. It looked like it get funky in whatever room she f***ing in. It get hot.
And however, when Yamar made fun of her for acknowledging it, it greatly increased the credibility of Charleston's leaks. Suddenly, the medical report aligned with what people were experiencing and wasn't just a random hue. Mentioning her behind the scenes already, and the issue is that between the criticism, the high-profile rappers, the hookups, and her own admissions. Of SDist, this is no longer just gossip, like Yamar's. There appears to be a trend which raises the question of whether any of the names on White's list are truly included in that exposure chain. But here's the real deal. Everyone. Some people are outright accusing Sexyy Red of purposefully spreading illnesses. One even said, I mean, her brand includes sexually transmitted diseases. That decision was yours. On the other hand, some individuals don't even hold her directly responsible. Sexyy Red, in their opinion, is just another example of this toxic, click-hungry culture that exploits women for views before discarding them. In any case, it's becoming sticky, everyone. It's starting to smell bad. Whites have been hard on her, you guys. It's not just him speaking, though. There's more to Slick than that. We're witnessing firsthand how celebrities in 2025 sexual accountability. Social media clouds and shenanigans all smashed together. Charleston went one step farther and said that this was nothing new. Dark rap songs that are based on outright misogyny and beauty standards have been dragging women for years. He claims it's much more calculated now, though. Similar to In Order. To continue dismantling that image, the establishment deliberately places artists like Sexyy Red in the forefront. Red is pushing off a lot of sexual assault, according to his own words.
Because Sexyy Red pushed a lot of sexual violence, and so my kids would have to be grown to go listen to that.
And for that reason, he presented her medical records as evidence of the larger battle he had been yelling about when he began revealing identities. Because it's no longer merely chatter when confidential documents and names start to circulate. It becomes a declaration. White is a master at stirring things up and getting the room clear. This action ensures that the discussion surrounding Hot Red will not be going away anytime soon. However, I'll show you how the artists Charleston identified really reacted the following time. And believe me when I say that some of these clapbacks are equally as outrageous as the charges. I love you, sweetie, so please leave your views and comments below and watch this next video. You are my everything.